Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we are going to continue the fabulous story that is The Princess Bride. And I am so into this story because, like I said before, the prince is a very special personality. It's not like a typical lukewarm oatmeal vanilla prince where he's like, oh, okay, yeah, win me over. He's like, no girl, we're in this together. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. I'm gonna help you get past my evil mom and this girl who's obsessed with me. Well, not really obsessed, but just wants to be the queen. So anyway, this is it. This is chapter 5 of The Princess Bride. Also, in case you guys are wondering where Lord Byron is, he's currently having a little early dinner in the kitchen, so can't disturb the prince, the lord, when he's eating. So this is his Instagram, my Instagram, our TikTok. Give this video a like and let's go. I'm trying my best to rise above it, but she's so incredibly uncouth, it is a struggle to remain poised, okay? I understand your struggle, Cordelia, but worry not. I have a plan to ensure that Flora does not pass the first challenge. I remember in the previous chapter, they pretty much ended it where they're gonna be against me and they're trying to sabotage me. So the prince does not end up marrying me and I get disqualified. Rude. They're plotting against me. I should listen to see what they're planning. Otherwise, they could blindside me in the first event. Eavesdrop so you can foil their plan. Yes. And what are you planning to do? I have servants trailing her around the palace listening to her conversations. She informed my son last night that she's not the strongest rider, so we must use this information to our advantage. Wow. So wait, does she know that he slept in our room then? Quite obviously. How so? She will lack confidence riding, so I shall ensure the horse she is given is one that needs a strong rider. It will sense her hesitance and refuse to behave, leading her to ruin. Wow, evil queen. As the lady with the lowest score is immediately eliminated in the first event, she will be gone before the end of the week. Your Majesty, you really are so clever. Unfortunately, desperate times call for desperate measures. Theo is blinded by lust for her. This is for his own good. Wow, lust? Okay, disrespect, woman. Of course, Your Majesty is as insightful as she is benevolent. Wow, I can't believe they would do this. I should tell Theo. Hey. Hi. Are you okay? You look so sad. I just overheard your mother talking to Cordelia about me. Saying what? Not good stuff. They're planning to oust me in the first challenge. How? Yeah, how? She has servants following me, listening to the things I tell you. They overheard me telling you I'm not a confident rider last night, so she plans to use my inexperience to pair me with a horse who needs a strong rider. Well, I won't let that happen. Now that we know what she's planning, I can help you pick a horse today who fits you, and we'll make sure that's who you ride in the first trial. That took me a while to say. First trial. I won't let you fail. I picked all of my favorite horses that I think you'll enjoy riding. This lovely girl is called Gaia. She's a Palomino mare, and she's very gentle. Palomino? Oh, I love it. I love horses, you guys. I'm a horse girl. What can I say? You're not the most experienced rider, but she's very trusting and she will be very obedient. Okay. Then there's Hera. She's a white mare and she's a little more feisty than Gaia, but still good-tempered and she loves galloping. Despite not having lots of experience, I know Hera will behave for you and help you gain confidence. Ooh, this beauty is Nightshade. He's a bit more to handle, but once he trusts you, he's very loyal and he loves jumping. He may be a bit feisty, but I think once you gain confidence, he will work really well with you. Well, who do you want to ride? I'll pick Gaia the Gentle, Palomino, Hera, Nightshade. Guys, I am a feisty girl. I'm gonna go with Nightshade, the feisty, loyal black gelding. And I'm sorry if I'm like butchering these horse names, okay? My bad. I think that's a perfect choice for you. I know, I'm fabulous. Come along then, I've packed a picnic for us. The two of you ride into the countryside of Castile. The wind in your hair, you hear Theo behind you laughing with joy. You haven't ridden a horse for a while, but as soon as you get in the saddle, you feel confident. Even Theo comments on how well you're doing. It's because I was meant for this. He finally stops you alongside a beautiful lake. Ooh, gorgeous. Wow, the view is amazing. And the water's so blue. Yeah, you can only get up here by hiking or riding. There's no road for cars. That's why I like it so much. It's very remote. That sounds romantic, kind of creepy, relaxed. Romantic? Very romantic. Good, I'm trying to romance you, so I'm glad it's working. Please, you don't have to try hard. We're very easy. Come on, I have breakfast for us. Theo throws a blanket down on the grass and opens a basket of breakfast foods. The two of you sit in the beautiful fresh air alongside the sparkling blue lake. Okay, so first course I have bagels, turkey, brie, and cranberry sandwiches and a classic peanut butter and jam on toast. Ooh, yes, I'll have the bagel and cream cheese, turkey, and brie and cranberry. That's my favorite. I'll have a sandwich, please. Nice choice. Yum. Thank you, this is great. So I wanted to take some time to get to know each other a little better. That sounds amazing. I hope you like what you get to know. I know at times it can be a little bit of a closed book, so I wanted to invite you to ask me whatever you want. Really? Okay. Better not regret this. I want us to be open with one another. I never want to hide anything from you. If we're going to spend the rest of our lives together, then I think we should be open with each other. I think that's a great idea, really sweet, solid foundation for a relationship. So ask me anything, I'll be completely candid with you. You can ask Theo 3 questions, pick wisely. I want to ask, what was your first impression of me? What's your favorite food? What's your relationship like with your sister? Do you want to have children? What's your star sign? Are you a morning or night person? What do you want to have children? That one. Keep building your relationship with Theo to be able to ask him this question. What? I want to ask, okay, how many people have you slept with? What are you most proud of? What kind of music do you love? What's your biggest regret? What's your favorite movie genre? How do you feel about being king someday? I'm gonna say, what are you most proud of? That's a difficult question. I haven't really done a lot in my life that wasn't expected of me. I support a lot of charities and I'm very proud of all they achieve, but it isn't really my work. I think perhaps the one thing I'm most proud of is following my gut and giving you that ring. Aww. I'm proud of myself for not chickening out, and it turned out to be the best decision of my life. I definitely agree with that. I want to ask, what's your biggest regret? Let's ask how many people you slept with. I know it's a little naughty, but let's keep building. I can't ask any of the fun questions. Where would you like to take me on a honeymoon? What was your childhood like? Who's your best friend? What was your childhood like? Tea or coffee? Childhood, I guess. No. Okay. First, what's your relationship like with your sister? There's only 2 years between Mathilde and I, and we've always been very close. I think it's always been hard for us to make friends with others. They never really understood what our lives were like. But Mathilde understands me. She even knows that more responsibility and pressure is put on me. She's always supportive and always someone I can talk to who never judges. I love her. She's my best friend. She's so awesome. It's great to have such a wonderful relationship. I told her about you after our night together. She was very excited about the prospect of you coming here. That makes sense why she was so ready to help me when I first arrived. She's so great. I want to ask, what was your first impression of me? What's your star sign? Cancer. My birthday is July 5th. Nice. Good husband sign. I'm into astrology, you guys. Thanks for wanting to get to know me, Flora. No one ever has before like you are right now. I just love talking to you. Will you ask me more questions? Of course, Theo. I'd love to. Yes, I'd love to. Absolutely. Yay! Okay, get to know Theo on a deeper level. Finally. Okay, do you want to have children? Yes, I'd really love to have 2 children. I know that with me being a monarch one day, it's expected to have an heir and a spare, but I really want to have 2 children like Mathilde and I. I want to be more hands-on than my parents were. I'd really love to play tennis with my son or go riding with my daughter. My parents never really played with us. If I have children, I want to be there. I want them to grow up with great memories of their childhood. That's so sweet. I think you'd make a wonderful father. I want to ask, how many people have you slept with? I haven't actually had any other girlfriends. I guess the answer is 0. Aww, cute. Really? Yeah, does that bother you? Not at all. I guess I just thought someone as hot as you would have girls lining up. I bet he does. I've just been thinking of holding out for the perfect girl. You flirt. I want to ask, next, let's see. What was your first impression of me? My first impression of you, I thought you were beautiful and graceful. Me? Graceful? Please. The most beautiful girl I'd ever seen, really. Oh, so you're only into my looks? And I just felt transfixed immediately, like we were supposed to meet. I guess I knew even then that I wanted you to be mine. That's so sweet. I want to ask, what's your relationship like with your father? It's, I don't know, I guess strained. My father, I think, sees me more as his heir and less as his son. He has very big expectations of what and who I should be. I didn't spend much time with him as a child, so we never really developed a very deep bond. I just always have had an urge to try and please him. Typical daddy issues. But that isn't really possible when his expectations are so high. I guess in the end, I just hope to not completely disappoint him. I'm sure your father is proud of you and you're an amazing man. I want to ask, what's your biggest regret? I told you already, I regret not kissing you the night we met. I mean a real regret. Ugh. Okay, I have one big regret. When Mathilde and I were younger, we were at an event and the press got very pushy. Our bodyguards were getting angry with them. There was shouting and cameras flashing. I think she was frightened and she started crying. I should have comforted her. I should have held her and made her feel not afraid. Instead, I felt scared about the press seeing me comforting her, of them thinking I was soft or weak. It was selfish and stupid and I should have just helped her. Instead, I folded my arms and looked away. How could you? I put my own insecurities before her actual fears and I swore afterwards I would never let my own insecurities get in the way of me helping those that I love. That sounds tough. If you weren't a prince, what would you be? I have absolutely no idea. When I was younger, I wanted to compete in the Olympics. I'm quite good at fencing, tennis, and equestrian sports, but I think I lack discipline to really make it a proper athlete. I also went through a phase of wanting to be an astronaut, but my mother put an end to that dream very quickly. Future kings do not go to outer space, Theodore. Obviously, duh. That's a pretty good impression. I want to ask, what's your relationship with your mother? It's never been very good. You may have noticed my mother isn't the most approachable. She's very much about aesthetics, the way things look on the outside. I think she cares for Mathilde and I, but she never really spent any time with us as children. We were mostly raised by our nannies and tutors. That sounds tough. It is what it is, I guess. I think Mathilde struggles with her more than I do. She's always snapping at her for the way she dresses or carries herself. Mathilde seems to be pretty sure of herself though. Mathilde's a total free spirit. She has so much confidence. It takes a lot to bring her down. I've witnessed that firsthand. I want to ask, what's your childhood like? I don't think it was very conventional. I never got to go to a public school. I didn't have real friends or any hobbies outside the palace. In a way, it was very lonely. Matilda and I would watch television and see shows with families all sitting around the table going to movies and things together, and it felt so surreal. I longed to have that, to have a father who would take me to a bike ride or go play tennis instead of going with tutors. It sounds so silly saying this to you because Matilda and I wanted for nothing, but we were both very lonely and sheltered. I guess we're just grateful that we had one another. I'm glad you had one another too. I never wanted to feel alone again. I spent my entire life surrounded by people, but I never feel close to them. Not until I met you. Now I feel closer to anyone than ever. I feel the same. I want to ask, what's your most treasured memory? Meeting me? Oh gosh, my parents hate this story, but when I was younger, I ran away one day. Correction, I wasn't exactly running away. I was just spending a day outside the castle. I took my bicycle, dressed myself so no one would recognize me, and I biked all over Castile. I went to shops, playgrounds, and no one knew who I was. It was bliss. My parents were panicking the whole time I was gone. Finally, one of the guards found me and brought me back to the castle. My parents were so angry with me, but I just wanted to see what freedom felt like, you know? Despite how it ended, that sounds like a really nice memory, Theo. Thanks, Flora. It really was. But I am a little disappointed that your first treasured memory wasn't meeting me, but whatever. I want to ask, I'm done. Done. Can I tell you something else? Something I never told anyone before? Always. Of course. I never felt closer to anyone in my life than I do to you in this moment. I feel like you really see me and I love that about you. The more I see, the more I love. I bought dessert, by the way. Thanks for changing the subject, dude. They're French macarons. Ooh, yummy. They taste amazing. Really? That means something coming from an expert. Theo leans in, wrapping a strong arm around your waist as he brings his lips close to your own. Could I have a taste, Flora? Always. A taste of what? Taste of everything. Ooh, okay, you spicy little fox. Feed him the macarons and kiss him. Feed him, kiss him, both. Open your mouth. That sounds very naughty. Delicious. I think of something even more delicious though. What would that be? They're so cute. I can't. You. See what I'm talking about? He has like a personality, right? Like he's not like, oh, I love you. He's like, actually you can feel that he, like a partner, is really into her, like body and soul. Do I taste better than the macarons? 1,000,000 times better. Good. I would abstain from sweets for the rest of my life if it meant I could continue tasting your lips. Okay, you charmer. You clearly went to charm school or had a good tutor. After the picnic, the two of you wander around the lake, getting a closer look at the beautiful blue water. I used to come here a lot when I was a little boy. I would have loved that. I bet you went swimming in here all the time when you were a kid. No, never. Why not? Is the water toxic or something? No, the water is beautifully pure, just I was never allowed to swim in it. Future monarchs don't conduct themselves in such ways, I guess. In what ways? They don't have fun? They don't go gallivanting around like common folk. That sounds like a garbage way to say you can't have any fun. In fact, come on. What are you doing? We're going swimming. But we haven't brought any swimming clothes. Exactly. We're skinny dipping. Oh no. Come on, last one's in a rotten egg. Wait for me. Nice cannonball. I thought if I was going to jump in, I may as well do it properly. Exactly. Come on. We've already broken the rules, so we may as well have fun swimming. This is amazing. Who knew breaking the rules could feel so good, huh? Be careful, I'm starting to get a taste for this rule-breaking business. Oh, am I rubbing off on you? You drive me wild in every possible way. Good, because I feel the same about you. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be swimming in my underwear with one of my potential brides. Well, you know what they say. What do they say? Dare to dream, then decide to do. You are the only thing I want to do in every sense of the word. Okay, Theo. I don't want to dream anymore because dreams about you are never as good as reality. Every second I spend with you, I fall further and further under your spell. Every time I taste your lips, I want more. I want everything. Do you feel the same way, Flora? Theo holds you close under the water, his heart beating wildly against your chest as he anxiously awaits your response. Show him with a kiss, reassure him with an embrace. Kiss! Always kiss. I mean, who wouldn't want to kiss a beautiful prince like Theo? You wrap your arms around him and kiss him, letting your lips show him that you feel the same. Though you kissed him more than once, every kiss the two of you share gets better and better. You're fast learning how to be together, exactly where to kiss, precisely how to touch. As though he can read your mind, Theo growls into your neck. Your kisses drive me wild, Flora. When I'm with you, everything else fades away. The contest, the crown, the constant media spotlight, it all just doesn't exist. The only thing I see is you, and the only thing I feel is you. And it's all I ever want forever. Don't regret those words. He tilts your head back in the water and nibbles down your neck. I'm not ever letting you go. I hope you're aware of that. Never let me go, Theo. I'm yours. You're mine. Okay, I'm dead. By lunchtime, the two of you have laid in the sun enough to dry off. You dress and head back to the castle feeling closer to Theo than you've ever have to anyone in your life. Your confidence in riding has grown as you handle yourself with ease. Theo comments that the two of you are a great fit and he cannot wait to see you in your first trial. Your Highness, there you are at last. Your most royal father. The king wishes to see you in the green throne room. I love how he's the most royal father, because there's another father that's less royal. Oh, shoot. What's the green throne room? Trouble. Uh-oh. Inside the green room, the king and queen look livid. Theo clutches your hand, but you can't keep from shaking. I'm falling in love with Theo and I feel like they're about to tear me away from him.
Do you know why I've summoned you? No, father.
Do not take us for fools, Theo. You've been off with this commoner stripping in public and making a spectacle of yourself.
What? But how did you?
You were seen by several photographers who followed you to the lake and took hundreds of lewd photographs of you two.
Lewd? We only swam together. See for yourself.
Your Majesties, I'm sorry,
Why am I not surprised that you feel the need to say something when I suspect this is entirely your fault? My son would never have behaved in such a crass fashion before meeting such trouble.
Influence.
Flora's not about influence. She's the only person who seems to care if I'm happy.
Happy? Do you have any idea how much money your father and I have to pay to keep these images from being broadcast? Do you think that makes us happy?
I apologize to you both. I never intended for those photos to be taken. But I cannot stand idly by whilst you insult the woman I'm falling in love with.
The woman you what?
Theo, you swore to your father you would obey the rules of the contest.
I am obeying them, but I cannot hide the way my heart feels. I'm falling in love with Flora.
You're a fool. This commoner does not love you. She's using you. Why am I the only person who can see that?
Ask her. What? You say you're falling in love with the woman, yet she remains silent. Speak, girl. What have you to say on this? She feels the same. I know she does. Tell them, Flora.
Tell them you're falling in love with Theo. Tell them you have feelings for him. Choke and let them think you're using him. No. My man, never. Your Majesties, I cannot hide my heart from you, nor from Theo. I'm falling in love with your son. Every moment I love him a little more and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's like gravity, it's like breathing. I don't know how to stop, how to resist. I know that everything about me is unconventional. And I know that the two of you have his interests at heart. But I promise you, he's in my heart and my heart belongs to him. I'm going to compete in the trials and I'm going to prove my love to you. Because my love for Theo gives me strength. I cannot and will not be defeated. Not when true love is on the line.
Thank you for that very touching sentiment, girl.
My king, you cannot be seriously believing what she's saying.
Be still. Felissa, I appreciate your honesty. The crown cannot be seen to give favor to any girl. As such, Flora must be punished.
Punished?
Father, what are you saying? For actions unbecoming of a bride of His Royal Highness, I decree that Flora will...
Is the king sending you home? Keep reading. Oh my god, what is he doing to us? Whew. Okay, we'll see what kind of punishment he's gonna give me. Let me know what you think is gonna be. Please no spoilers in the comment section because you guys know I read them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. Like I said, let me know all of your thoughts and comments and ideas in the comment section below. And give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you later. Bye.